Hi guys, it's Bible Girl, and this is a video response to BandGeek8408's video about stories and how they are like a journey versus destination. So Matt, in your video, you talked about how people either look at stories as enjoying the ride or wanting to know what happens, twists and turns. And that's it. And people that enjoy the twists and turns really couldn't enjoy a book or a movie a second time. Now, I think that's an interesting analogy. It's a good analogy, and it's good for you and probably some other people. But for me, as someone who adores story so much, whether reading a book or writing a book or watching a TV show or a movie, I love story. Even like your little storylines going on your videos. I love story. So it came to me that story isn't like a road trip. Story is like love. And I have two examples to explain this. I have these friends, Alex and Lily, and I'm sorry if I should have asked you before, but we were talking about you. I love you guys. Alex and Lily have been dating for a handful of months, and they're still at that ultra cutesy, puppy love, gooey type stage. It's very, very cute, and they can pull it off. They write adorable little things on each other's Facebooks. When you see them in person, they've got that look in each other's eyes that no one could ignore or confuse for something different. So, their relationship was really cutesy and really fun to watch because they're always playing with each other and being silly. But let's say Alex and Lily last forever and ever, live happily ever after, have little Alex and Lilies and are married and everything. The relationship won't be like this. Alex won't carry Lily around everywhere because, you know, eventually he won't be able to. And they're just going to change. People naturally change in relationships, and it doesn't make them any worse or better. Sometimes it is stronger that way, but they're two different things. Like a little elderly couple who sits with each other in their little rocking chairs is not the same couple that went out on their first trip to the movies, but they're both awesome couples. When I read Deathly Hallows for the first time, it affected me emotionally really intensely. And I cried for the first time ever reading fiction, and the first time ever reading a book that wasn't the Bible, when Dobby died. But when I got to my favorite chapter in all the fiction, The Forest again, I got to a place where when his family and his loved ones are there in the forest with him, and he's walking off to his death, and I couldn't stop crying. I bawled, and it got so bad I had to put the book down because I literally could not see anymore. Tears were just flooding down my face. It was intense. But I've reread Deathly Hallows many times, particularly that chapter where I had that awesome response. I've never cried like that afterwards. I often tear a little, and that's how I reacted to the film. Or get just like, oh. But I've never cried so much I couldn't see. In fact, I don't think I've ever cried like that to a story. The Notebook was close, the movie, but not quite. And the thing is, I love rereading it. I wouldn't reread it as many times if I reread it, if I didn't love going back to the story. And I think it's kind of like Alex and Lily. The first time I read it was this kind of puppy dog, first time in love, infatuation with the story, and wanting to know every little detail, and having to get so acquainted with the story and know everything, and it's exciting and new, just like a new relationship. Now with Deathly Hallows, it's like a relationship I've had forever, and it's special, and I don't want it to end, and it's beautiful. But it's not the same as my initial infatuation. Now, the reason I don't like spoilers is because it ruins that beautiful, awesome initial time. Now, let's say sometime down the road, little Alex and Lily are running around. I don't think Alex and Lily would ever give up the memory of how fun and silly and cutesy they are right now, just to hold on to, well, this is how live day to day in our lives, and it's a good life, and it's amazing and special and everything, but it's different. Just like I would never want to give up the time I had to cry so hard sitting in my bed next to the window and had to put the book down. That is a memory and a reaction I can never get again. I love rereading Deathly Hallows, and I think it's an amazing story, and stories in general I love revisiting. There was one summer I watched Titanic like 3 times a day as a kid. It's a little bit of a weird kid. But I love the initial reaction, and I love later ones. So it's like love, where there's the infatuation and having to get to know everything, and then there's the steady and developed relationship, and I wouldn't want to lose either. Which is why spoilers are bad, Matt. Spoilers are bad. And why I do like to read the book normally before the movie, because I get to live in their heads a bit more. Just narration offers that, and I want to experience the story on a whole before I get to see it in a film and have my vision, forever corrupted. Okay, everybody, if you enjoyed this, I'm going to see you guys hopefully 2 more times today if this posts on the 20th, because I want to do my Testimony Tuesday and another video, so 3 videos for you today. Okay guys, I love you all. God bless.